Hey guys, I'm Angie, and today I will be teaching you how to factor polynomials by grouping. So to start, we're going to do some definitions. So a polynomial is an expression of more than two algebraic terms. Factoring by grouping is like undistributing or unwrapping our polynomial. The simplest situation in which we can factor grouping is when we have a four-term polynomial whose first two terms have their own common factor and whose last two terms have their own common factor. GCF stands for greatest common factor. We use it to help us simplify the equation. Finally, like terms are terms that contain the same variable raised to the same power. We also use it to simplify our equation. So we're going to do some examples. So the first one is x cubed plus 7x squared plus 2x plus 14. So the first step is to group these terms together. So we're going to take x cubed plus 7x squared plus 2x plus 14. Then we're going to try and find common factors between these two groups. So from the first group, we can take x squared, and then we're left with x plus 7. And in the next one, we can take out 2, and we're left with x plus 7. From here, we can factor out again. We can take from the first group x plus 7, and then we're left with x squared plus 7. And that's your final answer. Okay, so in our next problem, we have 3x squared plus xy minus 12x minus 4y. So again, we're going to group these together. But with this problem, we have to be careful because when the first term of the second group of 2 has a minus sign in front of it, you want to put the minus in front of the second parentheses. When you do this, you need to change the sign of both terms of the second parentheses. So we're going to take 3x squared plus xy parentheses, and we put the minus sign, and we put 12x plus 4y. And then the next step would be to take out factors from each group. So in the first group, we can take out 1x. So we have 1x, and then we're left with 3x plus y. And in the second group, we can take out 4. So we are left with 3x plus y. Finally, we can take out 3x plus y from each group, which would be this one and this one. So we have 3x plus y, and we're left with x minus 4. And that is your final answer. Okay, so next problem, we have 3xy plus 21x minus 2y minus 14. So we're going to group them. So in the first group, we have 3xy plus 21x. In the second group, we have minus 2y plus 14. So in the first group, we can take out 3x, and we're left with y plus 7. And in the second group, we can take out 2, and we're left with y plus 7. So we're going to factor again. We can take out y plus 7 from both groups. So we have y plus 7. And in our second group, we can take out what's left, which would be 3x minus 2. And that is your final answer. Alright, number 4. We have a cubed minus 2a squared plus 5a minus 10. So we're going to group a cubed minus 2a squared plus 5a minus 10. So from these two groups, we're going to factor. So from the first group, we can take out a squared, so a squared, and we're left with a minus 2. And in the second group, we can take out 5, so we have 5, and what we have left is a minus 2. So we're going to take out a minus 2, and then we're left with a squared plus 5, and that will be our second group. And that is your final answer. Okay, so this is the final question, and I want you to try this by yourself. So you can pause the video and try it, and once you unpause it, there will be the answer, and I will go through it with you. So go ahead and pause your video now. Okay, so this one was a little more challenging. We have 3x minus xy plus 7y minus 21. So we start by grouping. So 3x minus y plus 7y minus 21. From the first group, we can factor out 1x. So we have x, and in parentheses, we're left with 3 minus y. And then in the second group, we can take out 7, and we're left with y minus 3. So in the second group, we can factor out negative 1 so that what's left in the parentheses will be similar, and we can factor them out in the end. So we go x, and in parentheses 3 minus y, and then in the second group we have negative 7, and in parentheses we have negative y plus 3. Now we can switch 3 and negative y so that both in parentheses are equal. So we get x on the outside and 3 minus y on the inside, and in the second group we get negative 7 and 3 minus y. Now we can factor out 3 minus y from both groups, and we're left with x minus 7, and that's your final answer.